Hey Sagittarius. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree and I'll be doing your money, wealth, finances, prosperity, career reading for October 2019. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I want to invite you to subscribe. I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For this month's readings, I am using my Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I'll be clarifying with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and then I will end your reading, Sagittarius, with a Halloween Oracle card. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, if you are not familiar with my readings, I use jumper cards because I believe those are the cards that want to communicate with us. So those are the cards that, I choose to read. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So what do I need to know, or what do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019? All right, let me make sure nobody's getting cut off here. All right, Sagittarius, so one of the first things I felt when I was shuffling your cards just now was that I'm getting the word ready. You're ready, right? You're ready to really take things to the next level as it relates to your money, your work, your business, your finances, all that good stuff. And you've made the decision to do so. The Emperor is all about someone who is really ready to do the work and who shows up. And Sagittarius, I'm really feeling that energy with you very strongly. It's like you're ready to show up, you're ready to do the work, and you're ready to make things happen. You're very, very much in control and in charge as we move into October when it comes to your money. Now, I also see the Knight of Swords here. Now, the Knight of Swords, this is that air energy, but the Knight of Swords is all about that quick movement, It's all about cutting away the unnecessary, but it's also about taking quick action. The Knight of Swords, though, sometimes he can be a little bit headstrong, and he can really come in and take a lot of action and make things, happen and do this and do that. But then he'll very quickly leave the situation, and sometimes things are a little bit left undone. So just be careful with that when we have these feelings of really wanting to take action and make things happen. Now, it's not a bad thing. It's just that it's an inconsistent energy. It's an inconsistent flow. Now, we also have the Page of Cups here. This tells me that some good news is coming your way, Sagittarius. You're going to get some news, a message, some information. This is going to be that first week of October, something that you've been waiting for, something you've been hoping for. It's going to be positive news. Again, that's going to be happening in the beginning of October. I also see the Hierophant here. Now, this tells me that you are kind of just going against the traditional norm here, okay? You're kind of on your own path, and you are not going to be limited by whatever tradition or society or past authority has said things should be done. You're really kind of blazing out on your own trail. You're really kind of making your own way. And that's definitely going to be a good thing, but you have to remember that not everybody is going to see things from that same perspective. You're going to be very busy with work. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. This means lots of work coming in, lots of workflow, lots of just, it's just going to be a steady flow of work. Depending on whatever you do, if you're an employee or if you have your own business, you're going to be very, very busy as we move into the new month of October. Now, we also have the Moon card in reverse. This tells me that something is going to be revealed or has been revealed to you that was previously hidden, especially as it relates to work and your money, Sagittarius. There was something that you didn't know, or there was something that was purposely not revealed to you that will be revealed to you or has been revealed to you, and it's going to be game-changing information. It's going to be some information that definitely takes you and your business and your money to that next level. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019? What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius? What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Okay. All right, Sagittarius. So you've been going through some things, okay? I see that you've kind of had some emotional disappointments here. The Queen of Rods, or the Queen of Wands, now she's a very stable energy. However, when she's in the reverse, that tells me that things have been a little chaotic. Things have been a little unsettling, or things will be a little unsettling as we move into that second week of October. Now, this Ten of Swords in the reverse, this is nothing new. This is emotional hurt that you have dealt with, and that you have kind of gotten to the place where you've accepted the situation, and now you're just really kind of working to move past it. Okay, it was very painful, or it was very hurtful, or both. It was very unexpected, and it was very unsettling, but you're learning to accept the situation for what it was, and you have moved past it. Now, the Six of Wands, now this is all about reputation and being noticed, okay? So people are seeing you for, you're attracting attention for what you do. However, it's not in the way that you had expected or had anticipated. And it could also be maybe not necessarily for what you want. It's like, say you're a musician and you really want to be known for your music, but in your day job, you're a great, bartender. And so you're being recognized for being an awesome bartender, but you really want to be recognized for your music. That's what I'm seeing with this card here. It's like you're being recognized for something, and it's all good. It's just that's not where your heart is. That's not what you want to be known for. Now, I do see the High Priestess here, and she's all about intuitive abilities. She's also about really trusting yourself and tapping into that inner wisdom. And you're really starting to do that more, especially in that second week of October. You're starting to really see that you have your own gifts, and you're trusting yourself, and you're using your gifts to propel you to the next level, to help you get to exactly what it is that you want, Sagittarius. Now, I also see the Eight of Wands here. Now, this card is all about speed. So this tells me that things are probably going to be slowing down towards mid-October. Whatever it was that you were hoping maybe to come in fast, you could be seeing some delays as we move towards the middle of October, or something that's already kind of up and running. It's going to just kind of slow down, probably, again, like I said, in mid-October. Now, it might be a good thing, because this Eight of Wands in reverse falls onto that heavy workflow card. So it could be, too, that, your work is going to slow down as we move to the middle of October, and you're not going to be so swamped. But let's see What else we can find out for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019. What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius? I want 2 more cards, please, for Sagittarius. What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius? Now, this is interesting because we have this 8 of Wands again in the reverse, and then we had him here. So things are definitely going to slow down as we move into that 2nd and 3rd week of October, okay? We have the Empress card upright, 8 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse. Interesting because we also had the 6 of Wands in reverse here. Sagittarius, you're being known, you're getting recognition for something. And it's not necessarily something that you want. So we have to get clear on that. You really have to get clear on your intention and what exactly it is, that you're putting out there. Like I said, again, this is not a bad thing by any means. It's just not what you truly want. Now, I do see this Empress card here. Now, that tells me the birth or the start of something new. Could be a new project, could be a new idea that comes to fruition, or it could be something that starts that you just weren't expecting, and it's like a good surprise, Sometimes a very a positive start to something new, something that's growing, something that's definitely going to take time, but it's definitely taking you in the direction you want to go as it relates to money, wealth, and your business. Again, we have that 8 of Wands. Like I said, things are slowing down for you big time as we move through the 2nd and 3rd week of October. And I already talked about the 6 of Wands. Again, you're getting lots of attention, Sagittarius, but it may not be necessarily for the things you want to be recognized for. And like I said, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's just not, it's just not the thing that we've been secretly hoping that we get recognized for. Now, I'm seeing the Star card here in reverse. Now, the Star card in reverse, it could be a health issue. It could be related to maybe it's time for you to get a physical or a checkup or something like that. The Star card also means in reverse, things are happening and you're going to be very lucky. However, it's just not going to be in the way that you expect or that you anticipate, right? Like, let's say an opportunity shows up. Well, it's great, but maybe it wasn't exactly what you were hoping for, or maybe the timing just doesn't work for you, okay? So look for something positive to come your way in that 3rd week of October. However, you're going to have to really re-examine it because I have the feeling that you've been saying yes to things and they haven't exactly been things that you've been wanting, but because they sound good, you're saying yes. And that's why you're being recognized for things that you don't necessarily want to be recognized for. All right. Sorry, Sagittarius. There was something stuck in my teeth there. But let's go ahead and continue to get clarification. Queen of Swords. She is a very stern, she's a very methodical, complicated energy. Queen of Swords is also about cutting through the BS. She's also about eliminating the unnecessary, which I feel like you're definitely going to have to do as we move into that 3rd week of October, Sagittarius. You're going to have to really get clear about what you want because you've been giving your attention to all these other things and they're not necessarily things that you've been wanting, and they're not necessarily things that you've been working towards. It's almost like you're just, okay, that sounds good, let's go with it. But the Queen of Swords says you really need to get focused and you really need to get clear on what it is exactly that you want so you can start reaping the benefits of getting exactly what you want instead of, putting your time and energy into something that really isn't in alignment with your ultimate goals. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019. All right, Sagittarius. All right. That card kept flipping over when I tried to put it back on the deck, so I am adding it to the spread. And that's actually a very, very good card as we end your reading. But let's start here. Four of Cups in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands upright, Nine of Swords upright, and the Death card upright. Very positive card there. We have the Four of Cups. This tells me that things have been coming your way. And like I said, I've kind of been repeating myself throughout the reading, and I don't want to annoy you with that, Sagittarius. But you know, you've been presented with things that you don't necessarily want, and in some cases you've been saying yes to it, okay? And you're going to have to really shift that mindset. You're going to have to really shift your ideas and your perception and your thought process so you can start attracting the opportunities that you do want. Because sometimes when we're not clear about what our goals are and what our focus is, things will be presented to us and we just go with it because it sounds good at the time. And I'm feeling like that's what you've been going through with this Four of Cups. Now we also have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is a very grounding energy, and it's also very, very stable, and it's also someone who is really clear and very hardworking and dedicated to what it is that they want. Someone who will do the work, who will get their hands dirty and do what needs to be done in order to get the result that they want. However, because this is in the reverse, this tells me that you've been kind of back and forth on some things, and I think that's just part of, you know, everything that we've been talking about here that's going on throughout the month. We also have the Five of Wands, which tells me that you're going to be having a lot of conversations, especially towards the end of October, about things going on in your work or in your professional life. You're going to be having some, you know, discussions about potentially your future. Maybe some negotiating will be going on. Maybe some back and forth conversations about money or about your future or about the potential of what it is you want to do as it relates to your business. Now, because you have been in that position of kind of taking things on that don't really resonate, we also have the Nine of Swords here, and that means that you've been worried and you've been stressed and you've been, you know, it's been keeping you awake at night, and it's kind of made you a little bit confused, maybe a little bit overwhelmed, or maybe just not solidly clear about what it is that you want to do right now in your life. So Sagittarius, I do see you making a big change. That's what this Death card is here. I do see that by the end of October, you are going to be so crystal clear about what direction you want your life to go, and it's going to pay off in a very big way. You're going to be making decisions. You're going to be eliminating things that just don't serve you and just don't work with what you want to do. And you're going to be really, really focused, and you're really going to take the time to do the work that has to be done so you can transition into a better life, you know, whether that be a better job, a better business, maybe even just transforming everything about yourself. You know, there's definitely a huge transformative change, and it's going to be for the good. It's going to be positive, and it's going to really give you that clarity that you need so you can make better decisions moving forward. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and pull a Halloween Oracle card to close out your reading. But overall, Sagittarius, I'm feeling like, you know, things are really, it's like things are good for you, but they could be better, right? It's not that anything is horribly wrong, but I am feeling like you just need to get super clear about what you want so you can be supported in that. You know, you can be supported in that decision. I'm feeling like you just haven't had the support you needed because you haven't been as clear as you need to be. But let's go ahead and, oh, this is a beautiful card. This says joy, rejoicing in the present. Now, I do find this a beautiful card, and this actually really supports what's going to be happening with you throughout October, especially the second half of October, because I think that's when you really kind of tap into that inner wisdom and you tap into that inner guidance, and you really, really decide to say, okay, this is the direction I want to go, and nothing's going to hold me back. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this gives you some clarity and some insight. Sagittarius, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop those down below. A lot of you have been reaching out to me for private readings, and those are available. I will have a link for that down in the description as well. All right, Sagittarius, thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. I'll see you again soon.